Good morning, traders, and God bless. Happy Friday. I am Ricky Gaspard. I am your host for this pre-market session. And as always, we'll be watching this volume spike column for watching for numbers to advance or increase. Once they start increasing, we will click on the number or the stock. Once we see it moving, we come over to the current bar volume and make sure it has enough volume to get in and get out safely. And what I mean by that is high volume flow. It's not a specific number. It's just that the buyers and sellers are attacking the stock. Once we confirm that, you'll see the price rising. Once it stops rising, I will mark a resistance level. Once it quits pulling back, I will mark a support. And we try to plan our entries down here around support for the next run up. Most of the time they break through this resistance zone and keep going. But we don't execute that trade unless we have green dominator bars down at the bottom here. The taller these bars, the higher the volume. The greener, the more buyers we have. The red part is the sellers. Always watch for this long green wick at the bottom of the candle. That tells you the buyers are pushing the stock back up and most likely will rise in price. We also like to see the My Blessing indicator. These are the buyers and the sellers. This line moves very quickly. So as they're buying, the green line runs up. As they're selling, the red line runs down. And then finally it runs up again. So we watch for a volume spike. We click on it. We check the volume. You wait for me to hit the support and resistance levels. We watch the dominator, make sure this indicator's in the proper position, and we take a plan to make a trade or not to make a trade. Never trade off my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed. Delays can cost you money. Also, don't use any of my tools. Let any of my words encourage you to make these trades. Always reach out to a professional financial advisor before you decide to trade over here on this live stream. And always make sure you're set up on your own computer, because sometimes I may be on a stock that you're in and I may change to another stock moving and you get totally lost if it's not up on your machine. I thank you for joining me this morning as we wait about 2.5 more minutes for the market to open at 6 a.m. Enjoy your coffee until then. About 1.5 minutes to go. We've had a pretty good week this week. It was a little tough at the start, but we managed to pull out some real winners. And we've been pulling out some real winners for months now. Let's keep the pace going. That's what we like. Keep the money flowing. Make a little bit of profit. Looks like TOYO wants to take off here just right at our bell fixing the ring. Of course, we don't get a bell at 6 a.m. We just get a start. It's kind of a soft start, I guess. And here we go, getting close. 45 seconds to go. Looks like they're going to push it up before we get in the market. So be careful of a flush back down to the bottom at 6 o'clock. $15 seconds to go. Make sure your active trader TIF is on EXT so you don't miss a trade. And definitely make sure you're set up for pre-market. And let's see what happens here with this stock. Let's see if they push it up or pull it back. Don't know which way it's going yet. Be very careful here. Watch out for wicks on the top. That means they're selling off. Watch the dominator bars down below. They turn red. Be very cautious of your trade. Pushing up slowly. And always make sure you're here at 5 minutes to 6 Central Time, because this is when the action starts, is right at 6 o'clock. If you're a minute late, you're going to miss it. This one's slowly rising. I don't have a lot of faith in it at this point. It is ticking up though. Kind of wish we could have caught it at the bottom before the run. Still going slowly. Pushing up. 370, 375, 379, 384, 390. How's that for a start this morning? And I know some of you are saying, well, he hasn't marked support and resistance. Where do I get in? You have to be a very good trader to trade these green candles. You have to be cautious at all times. They could just snap back and take your profit. So if you're well experienced, it's okay to chase these green candles, but the loss or the profit will be on you, not on me. As you've seen here this morning, you could have bought the green candles. It made about 15 to 20 cents a share. But if you are a beginning trader, I highly suggest you do not try this. Red candle now present. Probably going to see a small pullback here. Hopefully it's a pullback I can mark out and we get another run up. Or they may not even give me a chance to mark a support and resistance level. They may just come back in and drive it up a little more. Nice job, Happy. Nice job, Kay. Nice job, Terry. Nice job, Eric. Everybody making money this morning. Pulling back now. Let's see. I'll mark the resistance level here. When this candle closes, I will mark the support level. Let's see if they drive it back up and we break that 350. That candle did close. This is the support level. I'm now looking down here for green dominator bars to come back in. If they don't, I will not enter the trade. This indicator is pointing south. That's not a good sign. We need it to be rising like this. So the run could be over. We just have to watch it and see. We can't predict the direction. We can just watch buyers and sellers. Good job, M. I guess that's Milo because it's red. Milo, you've been knocking it out of the park this week. I'm glad to see you overcame your fears and you're making money. Most people fear clicking the mouse, but once you come here every morning and you start watching this happen before your eyes over and over and over again, you start feeling left out and you start clicking the mouse button. Just be very cautious. New traders, I do not suggest you do that if you don't understand what's going on the chart. You have to read what the candles are doing. You have to know what these wicks are. This one here, the candle was green all the way up to here. The sellers came in and drove it back down. That's what this top wick is. We want to see the wicks on the bottom if we expect it to go up. So new traders, if you're not trading live with real money, make sure that you trade on paper. If you're profitable on paper and you decide to trade with real money, start very small, 1 to 5 to 10 shares. If you're profitable over time, increase your share size until you get to where you need to be. So what I'm saying is don't just jump in here because it looks like it works. It works because we know what we're doing. Watching for volume spikes, none of them are occurring now. We did not get the pullback play on TOYO. We're waiting for another volume spike to take off, and it may or may not happen. We've been getting 2 to 3 per day, and it's not rare to get one. Sometimes we only get one. You have to be patient in trading. Let the play come to you. Don't try to force a play or you lose money. No volume spikes currently to click on. Let's check the old magic scan, see if it's got something moving. KZIA pushing up. Not a lot of volume yet. Paying pennies from $1.06 to $1.07 to $1.08. These kind of stocks don't interest me none. I want nickels, quarters, dollars. ABEV, everybody's telling me ABEV. I guess my scans haven't refreshed yet. ABEV. ABVE, read it right, Mr. Gaspard. All right, ABVE is taking off currently. I'm already late on it, so I probably won't trade it. It's over in my hot stock scan, but it's not on any of the other scans. When you're late like this, wait on a pullback. Wait for me to mark resistance and support levels. All right, I'm going to mark resistance here. Watch for a long wick on the bottom of this candle for the buyers to come in and buy up everything they're selling and drive it up even higher. There's that wick forming. If this candle closes, I will mark a support level. Selling off pretty heavy. Could have been a pump and dump here. It looks like it was. Continuing to pull down and lose everything that it had. Always pay attention to my words. You heard me say I was late on this trade. I'm not going to get in it. I would have to play the pullback. This is the reason why. You never click to chase a stock that's already rising. Good job, Crab. Glad you got out of that in time. Yeah, I don't really play Disney, but I'll take a look at it. Oh, it's Big Tree Cloud, not Disney. Sorry. Symbol's close. DSY selling off as well. Guess we got to watch for pump and dumps this morning. That seems like that's what we're facing so far. See you later. Happy and nice trading this week for you. Hope you have a blessed weekend. We'll see you on Monday. And this is what happens. You get traders in here. They make money. They lock them in. Don't trade when they're good. And go do something else for the day. I try to make my money before the bell rings for the regular session, because I do not like trading the regular session currently until the administration that we know is dragging everything down is gone. ZAPP popping up. Steadily rising. This is where the professional traders come in. If you want to chase green candles, this one is rocketing. Currently 1240 for the high, 1249 now, 1250, 1269. Make sure you lock in profits at the top of these candles, or as close as you can get. You don't have to get completely out, but lock in some of the profit. Leave a little bit there if you expect it to run more. 1280, 1281. Nice push upwards for ZAPP. Good job, Terry. ZAPP been paying all week, and I know you're aware of it if you've been here every day, but this stock has paid out pretty good. Now pulling back, I will mark the resistance level. When this candle closes, I will mark support. Watch down below for green dominator bars, or watch for a long wick below this candle. That candle did close, but it's still continuing to go down, so I am not going to mark a support level until it stops dropping. Looks like it's Friday sell-off. Every Friday is not like the rest of the week. People take profits. They're working their way back to cash, so they're not sitting in a trade over the weekend. So be careful today with your trading. If there's profits there, take them and clear the board. Continuing to pull back. I see a few buyers coming back in. If you notice the dominator bar down here, this is our volume bar, but it's only measuring 20 bars back. That's how we know that they're buying it right now or selling it. Continuing to go down. Make sure you put Zap in your personal watch list so you can watch it throughout the morning. Also, you should have TOYO in your personal watch list. That's the two that have taken off since our bell rang, or since our time started. We need a pre-market bell. Good job, Terry. I'm watching the volume spike numbers for any of these numbers to be rising. We're watching the green ones only. Currently at a standstill. If you are on YouTube and you're not a member yet, you can click the label at the top where you type in your chat, the white and yellow. Become a Discord member. You can do it for free. Talk to other members, other traders, ask them how profitable we are. I'm sure they'll tell you the truth. Then you can upgrade and join us on the premium side and get access to all kind of scans and indicators. And I can't tell you which indicator or scan is best. We always have that battle of which one should I use. They're all working. And you see how easy it is to pay for that subscription. We could have done it in one trade this morning, plus put money in the bank. Yeah, I'm watching TOYO. I'm hoping it breaks that 350 range. If you're new here, you'll often hear me talking about stocks that are not on this screen because I'm watching multiple monitors. If they're good, I will bring them over to the streaming screen. Good job, Eric. TOYO. We played this one right out the gate this morning. I'm waiting on it to break 350. That's the only way I would get in it, is if it breaks 350, comes back down and retests that 350 for the next run up. We do have green dominator bars. They are short. This is the average volume line right here in dominator. I like to see these bars break through the average volume. That tells me that the volume is increasing and possibly the buyers. If you are noticing this word up, that means there's a pullback arrow present. That's this little white arrow here. So we're also watching for pullbacks in this column. And once I see a pullback arrow, I want to look over here and see if it's spiking in the volume. That tells me that the buyers may be coming in. You know, I did so well this week, I don't even know if I'm going to trade this morning. Yesterday, I had 5 green trades in a row. So the Lord blessed me this week. Of course, He blessed me every week because I have you guys. That's a blessing. I'm not rubbing it in, Barry. It happens, brother. It can happen to you as well. You will get there. Just hang in there and keep watching. Before you know it, your little finger is going to take off without you telling it what to do. Believe me, the older you get, the more body twitches you get, and sometimes you trade when you didn't want to. Good job, Terry. Again, Terry's already on his third or fourth green trade. Thank you, Xander. And you are a good trader. So, everybody that comes here, I want you to look at yourself as a professional trader. That sounds kind of dumb because some of you may not be, but think in your mind that you are already that person and that you're here to improve your trading. You'll be surprised at how the direction will turn and start working out in your favor. Always think positive of yourself. If you come here saying, I suck at trading, guess what? You're going to suck at trading. I'm going to run down through the numbers here and see what we got. All right, it's coffee time. Nothing happening currently. So, a little about me if you don't know who I am. I've been trading since 1990 on ThinkorSwim. I am also a ThinkScript coder. I write scripts that I prefer to use, and those scripts are what was in my brain through all of those years of what I was looking for before I made a trade. I was looking for volume spikes. I wanted the candle to be up. I wanted to know that it had enough volume. I wanted to know the difference between the buyers and the sellers. So I created indicators of my brain. They are live indicators. They're not relying on past history. They're going to produce results as it happens. Always watching this column no matter what. If you see something moving, click on it. Penny stock here moving, just like I saw a couple of digits clicking here. And everyone knows I don't play these penny stocks, but some of you do. Because just when you start to take that shot of coffee, you'll look up and say, I missed it. You got to stay focused. Seeing another number moving here. MAXN. This stock moved a little bit yesterday. It's another penny stock. I believe it moved in after hours, if I recall correctly. But it's so cheap I didn't play it. Thank you, Chad, for that confirmation. This is what you do. You take your little mouse and you continually scroll through these numbers. See if anything's moving. Be ready to strike. So I hold these live streams on YouTube for 1 hour for free each morning. So at 6:55, I will be ending the YouTube live stream. I will be continuing over on the premium side of Discord. So join us each morning on YouTube if you're not a premium subscriber. Watch what we do. I don't have to prove anything to you. The live stream will prove it to you because we do it live. I don't have to tell you we're making money. Come join us. It will reveal itself. So I'm not going to fill you full of fluff. I'm expecting you to show up every morning and let the system prove itself. ZAPP moving again. I'll type it in. I don't see it on the scan. Make sure you check volume on these stocks. If this number's not flying, there's no sense in posting it. This one's already been active this morning. It's currently channeling or squeezing or consolidating. So the volume's going to be quite low until all the buyers come back in. So just because you see a green candle don't mean the stock's going to go up. OP, you can click the label right above where you just typed in. It should take you right over to Discord for you to sign up. If it fails, it's going to be on your side. You've got some kind of issue somewhere because I know the links work. So the white and yellow label at the top of YouTube is where you join our Discord. So when you join us, you're not going to get a bunch of videos of what not to do. So don't expect that. I'm not that guy. I'm going to train you live each morning for a few hours. We do have a bunch of how-to videos, but they're mainly setup videos, how-to videos. But as far as trading, you can learn it live each morning. Watching for numbers to be moving. We do have these silent times. Our next probably big move will maybe come at 7. Usually news breaks at the top of the hour. Sometimes it breaks at the half hour. But we don't chase news, we chase numbers. And once we see the numbers going, if it had good news, that must mean it was good news, right? So we wait for numbers to take off. We let everybody else read the news. Nature therapy film, that's how I've learned everything in my life. Hands on. I'm not a book reader. I can read a book, I can read a whole chapter, but my mind is thinking about something else as I'm reading. So I've always been that hands on guy. I'm a great observer. I learn quickly if you show me, but don't hand me a book. It's like reading instructions on how to put something together. That kind of stuff bores me to death. I mean, you can hand me Rich Man, Poor Man, and I'll be thinking about what's for dinner while I'm reading it. I just never been a reader. Even when it comes to the Bible, guess what I do? I'm playing audio Bible. I focus more when somebody's talking to me. Seeing one crawling up slowly here. VSTM spiking. Looks pretty volatile right now. Do not jump in this stock right now. Let it calm down. It's up and down 20 cents. And then it freezes for a second. And then it pulls back down. Watch for pump and dumps on Friday. All over the place. Volume's not very high either. Look right here. You can tell there's only a few people in this stock. They may just be pumping it. And then it may perk the interest of a whole bunch of buyers and they may come in and just drive it up. You don't know because this is called trading. SXTC, $1.45 currently, pushing up slowly, continuing to push. Watching the volume, it's very low. Look right here. We need buyers to come in. Could be a pullback here. I'll go ahead and mark resistance. Let me get, well, we already have resistance, $1.50 and $1.40. That's probably from a past trade. Breaking right on through that $1.50. $1.58, $1.60, $1.64. How much money do you want to make? Pulling back now. It'll probably bounce back up. Or at least we hope it does. Pushing up even higher for $1.70, $1.79. Did not give me a chance to mark a pullback. This is where the professional trader comes in. Long wick on the top is bad news. Keep that in mind. Those are sellers driving the price down or profit takers getting out. Let's see if we can get a little more out of this stock. Need it to break that $1.80. I almost feel like more buyers are going to find this one and drive it up even higher. But sometimes my feelings don't count. Keep that in mind. All right, looks like we're going to sell off from here. You'll often hear me say, take profit at the top of these candles. This is the reason why. Take some of the profit or most of the profit. And if you want to leave a few shares hanging in there in case it goes up more, you can. But lock in most of the profit. These things can move up and down faster than you can click the mouse. So try to catch the tops. Work your way out of your position. And losing is a part of trading. That is no joke. If you miss the trade, immediately get out. and wait for the next opportunity. The sooner you cut the loss, the less you have to make up. Don't hang on thinking it's going to turn around and you're going to recover, because most of the time you won't. Down to $1.50 from $1.80. Does that tell you anything? It's over, right? I'm going to move this one over to another chart so that I can keep an eye on it. So far, I'm watching TOYO, SXTC, ZAPP, and I took ABVE off because it's just flat on the bottom. It died. Watching these numbers. Seeing another one moving here. ZAPP on the move again. We've already ran up once right here, so we're on the back side of the trade. So you have to be careful, because you may not see another run up like you see back here. But if you continually watch this stock, you can catch it when it comes down. Watch these indicators to pick up a few more cents on it, or dollars. Depends on how your favor works out. 1264. Let's see if the buyers come in to drive it up even higher. 1280. This is why I said put these in your personal watch list or on another chart so you can continually watch them. You may can get more than one trade in on these stocks. Backside of the trade, not very many people interested. They made their money back here. It's going to take new buyers to come in, or a few of the leftovers that continued to watch it. They may be in here, but it's not the big burst of energy when everybody first found it. Nice job, Milo. Done in 45 minutes, Milo says. Buho made 280 on Zap. Good job, Buho. Thank you, Milo. I like to give credit to the man upstairs. He's the one feeding me the info. Go teach my brothers and sisters. That runs through my mind all the time. And you are my brothers and sisters. watching the numbers. Would like to make another stock run here if it happens for YouTube before I have to sign you off in about 10 minutes. And believe me, YouTubers, I hate to turn you off just like you hate not joining. Watching the spike numbers. Nothing happening now. Magic scan is red currently. PLTR, little tiny spike. I picked up on that. SXTC selling off. $395 viewers on YouTube this morning, and it keeps fluctuating from 400 to 380 to 390. If you like what you see, do me a favor so I can keep these live streams running. Make YouTube pay me a little bit of money and hit that like button. Pay it forward to me like I'm paying it forward to you so we can keep the ball rolling. And I appreciate your assistance in helping me to keep the ratings up. Good morning, Jimmy. QLGN, penny stock. Moving around a little bit. Looking at the volume, we have nice volume. We have green dominator bars. The My Blessing is pointing north. Let's see what happens. Whenever you can find the buyers and sellers in the market, you have a great advantage over everybody else. You are welcome, Jan. Trying to push higher. Reason I don't trade these penny stocks is they are too volatile for me. You'll wait 5 minutes to gain 3 pennies, and within a half a second, you could lose a nickel or a dime. Pushing on up. Let's see if we break that high of 38 cents. Good job, Greg. Man, I'm learning your names well this morning. Every one of you making money. You know, old people, we got to say things 3 times before we remember it. And then tomorrow we forget it again. Terry, if you're like me and you're trying to buy too many in pre-market, too many shares, sometimes it won't do the transaction. I had one yesterday. I only bought 500 shares and it sold me $4.95. But sometimes it's just that way. I don't know the 100% complete answer why, but I'm going to say it's lack of sellers when you're trying to buy. In order to buy something, somebody has to sell it to you. In order to sell a stock, somebody has to buy it from you. Izzy, did you try the link at the top of the chat in YouTube? The white and yellow one? Try that link. Thank you, Kelly. You are wonderful as well. Thank you for being here this morning with us. AJ, I've been stuck with a stock many times, but it was only back when I was learning and I was buying low volume stocks. I actually held a stock at the very beginning for 3 days before somebody bought enough shares for me to get out of it. You have to have high volume in a stock if you're going to scalp or day trade. Good morning, Alex. 422 viewers on YouTube. QLGN popping up now. We did finally break that 38. Up to 40. If you're a penny stock player, you're probably jumping up and down in joy. And you're probably wondering, why is a red candle going up? Well, these are my candles. And one of these indicators is not going in the right direction, but the buyers are still buying it. So it's letting you know that this indicator is not in sync with the trade. So it's going to show you a red candle going up, to be cautious. You'll see green candles going down because one of these indicators are not in sync with the trade. So if I'm in this trade and it's going up, I know not to take my eyes off of it and to get out as soon as I can if it continues to be red and going up. Milo, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I'm lost on the subject. I'm watching numbers. Nice job, Hurricane. Calvin, you can submit a support ticket anytime. I have people available to assist you. unless you have specific questions about trading. If it's just about how to join, support can help you there. Alex, it starts at 5:55 a.m. Central Time. And YouTubers, I'm sorry, but it's time for you to go. I'm going to miss you like you miss me. I want you to have a very blessed weekend. I hope you enjoyed this morning's session. And I hope you hit the like button for me because that helps YouTube buy my coffee. But I will see you guys on Monday morning at 5:55 a.m. And just know that I want you to have a blessed weekend. Be safe out there, and I will see you guys on Monday. As always, God bless. Calvin, if you click the blue circle on the left side of Discord, it's going to pull up some channels, and you'll see, click the support tab. It's one of the channels down there. If you can't figure it out, send me a direct message on Discord. If you know how to do that, you can right click my name and click message and send me a message. I've got to get out of here. I've got some premium members to take care of. Always have a blessed day. And if you continue to have issues, I will be available over the weekend. If you can figure out how to contact me on Discord, I will try to answer you. Have a blessed one.